everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do the last of our start to finish kind of journal. It's the Roaring 20s, I call it, just because the ladies remind me of that. Excuse me. Anyways, the last time we actually fixed the cover, put it together, covered it, and sewed our signatures into it. And now it's time to decorate the cover. And I've picked out some items that I think would look good on there, and then we'll just do a flip through. And at that point, I'll see if there's anything else I need for it, but there won't be any sense in doing that on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and have a seat and kind of show you what I have. So I picked out some different pieces of fabric that I thought would match. This is a piece from the inside, and I thought that would look good on there. These I just tore pieces. This is another fabric that I had a piece of, and it was like perfect. It wasn't quite tall enough, so I thought, well, if we kind of layered, this would be good, right? And then I had another piece of this, and I thought, well, we could put that right here with a piece of lace. Pretty. And from there, I thought, well, that's pretty nice, but there's no red, and I wanted to bring red into this. So I found this piece of cardstock in my scraps. It actually was originally like a bandana, but I thought if we just added that either there or here maybe, it just brings some red into this journal. But then this is the picture that I had picked out, this girl. And I thought she didn't show up well, so I cut a piece of black cardstock to fit her on. Like that. And I like that. But I'm struggling with this piece here. So let's see what we can do with this. I kind of liked it maybe over here, maybe just peeking out. Let's try that. A little off center I like, but then this looks kind of blank to me compared to this. So let's move it back where I originally had it. Let's see if that kind of... Yeah, I think I like it better over here, but I'm thinking that everything might need to move just a little bit. So what if we move that over and then pulled these just a smidge? That way some of this sticks out. I kind of wanted to cover up where we had to fix the cover there a little bit, but I do like the idea of some of it showing. And then let's put her back on there. Yeah, I think I like that. Then I ran into, and then I found this little itty bitty piece of, it's like a gold fabric with some little red things on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, how cute that would be on her. Actually, I was kind of thinking just, maybe off the photo like that a little bit, or maybe down here. Certainly not on her. I kind of thought originally on her, but I think I don't care for that too much. I do like it on here though. Just maybe add a little bit of red on that side. So that's what I'm thinking for the cover. I think I might want to sew her on. What color thread do I have? I have gray thread. That would work on my machine. I could probably change it out to red. And then here's the other thing is I have only this one piece of black ribbon, and it goes around, but then there's not much to tie. So then I thought, well, I have a big piece of red, and it's not that big of a deal if I put it totally under all of this, Like if I'm not sure it would show up all that much, which is good because I didn't want it to show a whole lot. If I do it like this, oh, okay. So if I do it like this, let me turn it around, and then we tie a bow here. I don't know, I got to look at it and see what I think of this red, because I was really counting on black, but I kind of think I like the red. I think it'll work. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put this one away and we'll go with the red. And I think we have our cover. So what I need to do is I'm going to shut the camera off real quick, and I'm going to sew her, and I don't know, maybe I'm just going to leave the gray because I don't want to bring any more red in. I really like the idea of just the touch of red. So I'm going to sew her, and then we'll come back and we'll try to put this all together. Okay, I'm back and I got her sewn, and I just left the gray thread in there, and I did this, I don't know, it's kind of like, looks like a heartbeat to me. I saw Natasha at Treasure Books does a lot of the stitching on her stuff, and I loved it, but I didn't know how to do it on my sewing machine, and I found the stitch, and you would laugh, but I actually have a little piece of paper taped to my stitch display that tells me what settings I have to put it on in order to do this. So anyway, so I thought that kind of came out cool, and we'll put her right there, and we'll just put our little piece here, and I went ahead and cut the red ribbon. So we're ready to glue everything together, and I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. So let's get at it. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just move these off to the side a little bit. And I know that I want this to go about that far around, but I want to sew this, or not sew, I want to put a little bit of glue on our ribbon before we put this down. So I want to make sure that our ribbon is about this right length and about in the middle. I think that's good. And we're right about the right length, I think. So all I'm going to do is put a couple of dabs of Fabri-Tac down here, or a line of it. I don't want it to really soak through the ribbon too much. I just want it to hold it down. And I'm going to turn this over and do the same to the back. Okay, now I want to just make sure that I've got it right side up. Ooh, this is a little bit off. Okay, I've got it right side up. Okay, I do. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put our strip down here, or I think it's bandana. Pretty cool. So I'm going to, again, just use my Fabri-Tac, and we'll just put it on the back of our strip here. And I want to make sure I put enough on because this is the cover and I don't want anything to come up. So a lot of coverage is all I'm saying. Okay. Put that right about there. And then the next piece is this right here. And we just need that red to peek out a little bit. So this seems like it's narrower than this. And I'm okay with that, but which side do I want at the top and at the bottom? Let's put the narrower one at the top. Okay. And I'm just kind of working my way down in sections with this glue. I don't want to have glue outside of my fabric. Even though it dries clear, I'd rather not have any out. Oh, I love it. Then this one's going to go on next. So we're going to start maybe right here. I know it's kind of crazy how I do that, but it just makes it easier for me to make sure I've got enough glue on, that the glue is inside the fabric but close to the edge. And it also helps me keep it kind of straighter in the direction that I want it to go. So I wonder what you guys are working on while I'm doing this. Are you creating a journal? Are you making ephemera? What are you working on? I know some people stitch while they watch videos. They'll do slow stitching or whatever. It's like, it's so relaxing to, slow stitching is such a relaxing thing to do. And then to just kind of keep a video on so you can glance up at it. So I know I love to do that. Okay. Alrighty then, look at that. And then we have this piece and we want it to just go over this edge a little bit. So if we put it in the center, and that would make this our top, sort of. I'm starting to get strings from the edges of the fabric. That's okay. Fabri-Tac does give you a little bit of room to adjust things. So if you're using that as a glue, it's kind of nice in that respect. But you do have to be careful when you're using cottons or something, because it will soak through and it will show once it dries. Even though it dries clear, it makes a dark spot on your fabric. So if you have lighter fabrics or something, or thinner fabrics, you have to be careful of that. Okay, so I'm loving it. And then we want to put this lace on here. It goes this direction. Do I want that at the top or at the bottom? I'm just looking at this. Do I want this at the top or the bottom? I'm not sure. It makes a big difference, but let's see what we think. Well, I don't really know. I think I want this at the top just because it then accentuates the lace, but I really love this up here. Well, let's hold this piece on and see. Maybe once we add this. Yeah, I think maybe we need to leave it like this. I don't know. Let's see. Try this way. Okay, people, you know, this is the part I have trouble with. Decision making. Okay, this is how I like it. This is how it's going to go. Okay. I need to get, oh, I do have one. I think a silicone brush I could push it down with. I know Gail Augustinelli, she has this little paddle that when she does gluing, it's a silicone little paddle. I think it's a kitchen utensil actually. And she just pats it down so she doesn't get this glue all over her hands like I do. Okay, so I want to put this down first. I'm thinking I want her a little closer there, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cover her in Fabri-Tac back here. Because this has stitching, so the stitching is a little raised. And we want to make sure that we get every bit of this glued down on the edges. Okay, let's see. Maybe put her right about there. And while I hold her, I'll have a sip of my coffee. I really love this journal. And then we want to put this on here. Maybe like right, should we put it right by the bow part there? Or should we really make it kind of off center a little bit? I don't know. I'm going to stand up so I can look down at it and see what I think. So if this were tied in a bow, let's tie this and let's see how this is going to look. Then maybe we'll decide what we want to do with that. I like it in the middle, sort of, but I kind of like it off center, either top or bottom as well. Yeah, I'm not sure that I like it on that side. Oh, it's kind of pretty. I think I like it right there, so I think that's where I'm going to put it. Okay, sit down, Tommy. You made the decision. Do it. And I don't want this to come off, and it's such a small piece, so I want to really cover that in glue. Okay, it's on. It is on. Okay, guess what? I do not decorate the backs of my journals unless I've got stitching or something on them, because I want it to lay flat. So, got a ribbon on. Let's look it through it. Now we've got these pockets, so I might put something in the pocket. Not sure whether I want to leave that because we've got front and back. But let's do a quick flip through. So this is 4 signatures. And I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm just going to flip through it. Let me make sure I'm in camera. Yep. Okay. Oh, I love this. There's a little corner pocket, and that's with the napkin, and then we have a little faux folded envelope. And here's our altered paper clips on either side that you can tuck something in there if you want. And this is just a fold over. A little cluster. And there's our pocket with our journaling card. And there's the center of the first signature, and then we have another journaling card on this side. I love this journal. It's really came out good. Oh, we got some gold on there. Oh, and this is just a journaling card here. Just. And this is the gold from my sister's balloon, remember? She sent me her 30-year anniversary at work balloons. And here's our flip out with our hinges. Pretty cool. And here's this is a fold over card here and a tag. And then this is the next signature, and this is just a bunch of thread that I sewed up there. And this is a flower we made and a journaling card. And an altered paper clip, both sides. So cute. Look at that, so cute. Can you see those? Remember? We just did these. And these pages, the plain pages, I did the gold edging all the way around. So there is gold around those. And this was the black that we painted on there. Stamping. I love this journal. Some washi and a stamp. Little cluster, journaling card, and then the other journaling card. Look how cute she is. We did red around the outside and black stitching as well. Love that. And there's a little tuck area. And this is the altered paper clip. And then this is a little pocket with, you can write in here. We covered a lot of the text so that you could journal on that. Gold balloon, thank you, Tracy. Here's another flip out with our hinges. I love these hinges. There's a belly band with a journaling card. And a tab. Look at that, I love that. And then this is our next signature, and this is just some floss that I sewed in when I did the edging. Make a little tab, kind of. And this, the back of this page and other pages in the journal are from Louise Heinzel, and the other digitals are from Cheryl Francis. Those are my two favorite digital artists. And this is a frame, like a faux Tim Holtz frame that I put a bird behind, and we put in a little faux envelope for journaling. I love it. It's a little bag. And there's our altered paper clip on this page. Love these. And this one I just stamped dots on this page, and then we did some black gesso and some marks. And these moths are from Louise Heinzel. Look at her, how cute. A little bit of washi tape, some stamping, and a cluster of thread. And then in this one, we have these journaling cards. I did her on my, I'll show you just a second. Okay, so remember her. Let me get it. Okay, so this is my personal journal that I made for Defemember. And I don't want to show you all the writing and all of that I got in here, but on my birthday, oh, here she is. The same girl. I did a flip out because my kids and my sister took me down to Delray Beach for my birthday. So this is all about my birthday. And that, but she is on the front of mine. Delray Beach, my 70th birthday, June 14th and 15th. That was the weekend. June 14th is my birthday, so that was kind of cool. But that's the same graphic. I just wanted to show you real quick that I used in my journal. Just because out of all the girls, she looks like one of maybe the older ones. And then the other side, the tag is this one. She's so cute. And I left all the threads on just because I really like them. So if I don't keep this, if I decide to put it in my shop or something, whoever gets it can cut those threads off. But I don't know. I may keep this one. Here's just a little, this is an altered paper clip as well. Okay. And I just put a tag in there. And then this is just a journaling card. The bow at the bottom. Thank you, Tracy, for her gold balloons. I love that. And then in this signature, this is our page with the hinges. Aren't those cute? I love them. And then this is a journaling card. I think she's cute. Okay. Honestly, I don't think there's a page in here that I don't love. And this was cool. This pocket was made out of my little itty bitty strips. I sewed them all onto a piece of craft paper and made a pocket out of it. And this was, I think this was a Roxy's weekly challenge. And so it's got all bits of papers. You can either journal on these or you can tear them out. This has got my Florentine paper in it. Or you can tear them out and use them as elements in the journal. I love it. And our altered paper clips. This one I put a journaling card back there. These are beautiful papers by Cheryl Francis. Louise Heinzel's Moths. And I love that we stamped on these pages. And then this is the other journaling card. These are big journaling cards, so there's a lot of space. And these pockets are, look how deep they are. I mean, you could really put a lot of things in there. Here's the other journaling card. I thought that was pretty with this like kind of vine or leafy stitching in there. Again, you know, like really deep pockets. Here's some lace with just some gold leaf. Love that as well. Then here's a pocket with a journaling card and a tag. And our gold ruffle, balloon ruffle. So see how you can use that. I mean, this is just that gold balloon. It's, you know, you get them in the dollar store, the balloons that you blow up. There was just a whole bunch, and she sent me like 4 of them all smushed down and in a box. And I just cut a piece out of it and made a really cool gold ruffle out of it. Here's our hinged page for the signature. Love the hinges. And here's our back pocket with a journaling card and a tag. And I did not, this is part of our stack and whack cards, and I didn't put anything on it because some people, I noticed that some people like to put photos on here when they're journaling, and then they'll journal on it. So I left that one blank. And then that's the end. The end. Nice lace pocket back here. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave those empty or maybe include some things in there, but that's the journal. And again, I have not decided what I'm going to do with this journal yet. So I'm going to put it in my journal cupboard for now. And I'll make a decision whether I want to put it up for sale. If anybody's interested in it, you can message me or whatever. But for now, I think it's just going to go in my journal cupboard. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. And we got it. I think I'm going to, for the next few videos, I've got some unfinished projects that I need to work on, and so we may do those in the next few videos before we get into Christmas. I don't do fall journals. I'm not sure why, it just never did, and so I kind of skip right over that and go to Christmas because I love Christmas. But anyways, so that's our video for today. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. Please leave a comment. Again, if you're interested in this journal, just message me. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.